Travel Adventures with Marilyn and Craig. While researching YouTube on places to travel and things to see, we found some interesting sites. But the information about those locations and what to do once you get there was always a little limited.
I love to take pictures.
And I love shooting video.
And we both love to travel.
So what could be better than to share our travel adventures on YouTube for those of you that want to learn from our experiences? Machu Picchu, Peru, home of the Inca and the ruins of the Inca citadel from the 15th century. Also, one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Discovered by Hiram Bingham in 1911, it has become one of the most desired tourist attractions in South America. On this travel adventure, we went on an all-inclusive guided tour with Go Ahead Tours and 32 of our newest, favorite, closest friends. We normally travel freestyle, but because we'd not been to South America before and didn't speak Spanish, we decided to give it a try. To get to Machu Picchu, you must fly into Lima and then to Cusco. From Cusco, you take a drive through the Sacred Valley and to the town of Ollantaytambo. That's where the train station is that takes you up to Aguas Caliente, hot water. The train station and the ride along the river and up the canyon is an adventure in itself. The scenic train ride up to Aguas Caliente is about an hour and a half, and there are several different prices and luxury coaches available. Because Machu Picchu is so isolated, I would suggest that you try to spend the night at Aguas Caliente. It's a picturesque mountain town with great restaurants and good accommodations. But make sure and make your reservations early, especially during high season. The bus ride up to Machu Picchu is about 30 minutes drive from the valley. It's a single-lane road that winds up the mountain and is an adventure in itself. But the drivers are good, the buses are pretty new, and the drive is just part of the adventure itself. Enjoy the view. Before you make the trek, be sure you're prepared, because once you enter the park, it's difficult to re-enter. I suggest you take a light backpack with a few essential items: bottled water, sunscreen, and mosquito repellent during the rainy season. Finally, make sure and go to the restroom before you enter the park. There's a 2-sol charge, and this includes toilet paper, and that's a bargain. Marilyn and I went to the park for 2 days. The first day, we had a guide who gave us all the background and history of the ruins. On the second day, we went freestyle, took our own time, shot pictures and videos, and lingered with the llamas. We named this one Dolly. Park rangers are strategically located throughout Machu Picchu. They are there to keep tourists from venturing into areas that are off limits. If you drift into an unauthorized area or a dangerous area, the park rangers will blow a whistle. They also provide assistance to people that may fall or trip over the uneven stairs. It's easy to do. Chinchilla and llamas are the only residents of the park. Chinchillas look like a mix between a long-eared rabbit and a long-tailed squirrel. They live among the ruins. Keep your eyes peeled for one. They're kind of cute little critters. The guardhouse has the most commanding view of the famous ruins, and this is the most desired place for tourists to have their picture taken. And just look at this line. Tourists wait patiently to jump into the perfect spot to get a great picture high above the ruins of Machu Picchu. Be sure and make your way to the guardhouse for your chance to get the money shot. Because the altitude of Machu Picchu is so high, almost 8,000 feet above sea level, many people are concerned about the trek, and they should be. Older tourists should be too. There's a lot of climbing and stairs, and again, on uneven steps. If you're out of shape, elderly, or think that you may have a problem, I would suggest that you hire a guide. They can walk you to many of the best sites and views without too much exertion, but don't get me wrong, you will have to climb and walk. Remember, you can walk at your own pace and take your time negotiating the uneven stairs. Machu Picchu is beautiful, and here's a montage of views I just had to share. On the second day of touring Machu Picchu, Two of our friends from Go Ahead Tours, Kev and Marissa, joined us and helped us with pictures and soaking up the views. As you leave the ruins, there's a booth where you can self-stamp your passport. It's a great souvenir, and it's free. At the end of the day, we found the whole Machu Picchu experience to be one of the most exciting excursions of all of our travel adventures. The train ride up to Aguas Caliente, the bus ride up the mountains, and walking around the fabulous Inca ruins. It was a lot of fun. Great Peruvian people, super guides, and being with an exceptional group of people made our trip to Machu Picchu one of the highlights of Travel Adventures with Marilyn and Craig. We highly recommend it.